my name is Heather Carrier, and I'm here to talk to you today about guns and stricter gun control laws. I think that it is important, especially in today's society, for us to have much stricter gun control laws. Right now in Florida, there are very loose gun control laws, and very recently, we just had a school shooting that is kind of a result of such loose gun control laws that they have down there. And I think that it is important for all of us to tighten up the gun control laws for the safety of all Americans. So when I was a senior in high school, it was 1999, that was the first real school shooting that we had in America. It was at Columbine High School in Ohio. 13 people died as a result from that school shooting. And you know, these facts can all be checked. You can go online and you can see how many people have perished. Years after that, Sandy Hook happened, where not only did adults die, but children died too, 26 to be exact. And all these numbers come from the Washington Post, so you can look it up. They just printed an article, which is pretty informative about these numbers. And then most recently, the school shooting in Florida, 17 students were killed, and faculties, and the gym teacher was also gone down protecting his students. But the point is, one is too many, and here we are listing tens of numbers of students that have passed away because gun control laws are not strict enough. We should be regulating these firearms. They're dangerous. Most people will argue, well, the Second Amendment protects my right. Yes, the Second Amendment is important. It's a constitutional right, and I just want to read it for you guys too, just so we are all clear on what I'm talking about. The Second Amendment reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to secure the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The whole reason for the Second Amendment was because the British soldiers were coming in the house, invading people's homes and setting up shop there. Now, you know, the colonists were in their home, and because British had not let go, the revolution wasn't done yet, the soldiers would go into people's homes and they would live there, and there was really nothing the colonists could do about it because the British were still in charge. They had no right. So when the Second Amendment came about, that was the point, to protect you against your government. However, if we look around today, the people are not organized. We cannot come together over simple issues such as what bathrooms we should use. If you go on the internet, people are eating Tide Pods for fun, is a recreational activity. So organizing a group of Americans together into a well-organized militia, just in case the government steps out of line and we need to do something about it, is completely unrealistic in this day and age. And that's something that we need to pay attention to. One, we should be educating everybody, because again, if we're eating Tide Pods for fun, something has gone seriously wrong. So we should be educating our people, and we should be learning how to come together. So we don't even need a militia against the government, so that we can control the government, we can control our own lives. Back to gun control. A third argument for the people who own guns or who do not want such strong regulations is crime deterrence. This is a valid argument because according to the NRA, the National Rifle Association, guns are used for self-defense 2.5 million times a year. That means somebody could break into your home and you are able to go into your nightstand and, you know, pull out your Glock or whatever firearm you choose to use and go protect your home. That's important. Personally, I don't have any guns. I don't plan on owning any guns. But I know when I go and I stay at family's house who have guns, I do feel safer in their house, knowing that if something happens, they have their firearms. They're going to be able to protect me. So I don't want this to be mistaken, because personally I love guns. I was in the military for 15 years. I learned how to shoot a gun. I learned how to disable a gun, reassemble a gun. Excuse me. I went skeet shooting with friends. I can tell you about the first time I shot a Glock. I was in technical school and a buddy of mine had it, and we went out and we went just shooting, just target practice. Guns are fun. They're a good time. They can be used for protection, and there's also many people will use them for hunting. They'll go out and they'll shoot their animals, whether it's pheasants or deer or whatever they're shooting at the time, and they will eat the animal. They'll skin the animal and they'll use that animal, so it's not just a waste. That, I think, is important. I think the people that are using their weapons for such things as that, for protection, for hunting, and for valid reasons, should be able to have their guns. However, I think that we really need to establish stricter gun control laws, because right now the criminals are getting them. The kids who are shooting up these schools are getting them, and that is a problem. So even though I fully support citizens that are using the guns for good, being able to have their guns, I think that is really important for America to take a look at our gun control laws and start figuring out how to reduce the number of criminals that get guns in their hands. So thanks for listening.